Play of the game Bastion. If you have played Overwatch, you know this phrase all too well. This son of a bitch just sitting there mowing down waves of players as they rush in, but it's not that simple anymore. Times have changed. Players have changed. Bastion is now quite hard to play. Positioning is so important because you are a target, a big one. Everyone now knows that Bastion is a big threat to their team and he is a priority target. So what happens when you can't get to the battle line as Bastion? You don't have time to set up. They are on the point and your team are all off chasing a tracer. Well, I will help you because I got a lot to say about Bastion, but first, where does he come from? In the past, I talked about Overwatch taking place in the future, floating cars, hoverboards, pizza witches on time, and robots who have rebelled because they can make up their own mind and thoughts, and have realized that humans are really assholes. During the first phase of Overwatch, Ray and Morrison both led their men and women into battle, fighting the robots which they called Omnics. One of those main robot units was called the Bastion unit. The Bastion unit was the main biped unit of the Omnics, which fought Overwatch and eventually lost in the Omnic Wars. But one Bastion unit survived and was not destroyed. The single Bastion unit was left to rust and moss and vegetation grew all over it. Bastion's circuitry was changed and he no longer wanted to fight Overwatch. Instead, he wanted to defend what was around him, the nature he had become a part of, and particularly birds. I don't mind that. Birds in games, love it. Not a huge fan of the birds in real life, but they are a big part of the atmosphere in game worlds. If a developer makes a game and ignores birds, then they are missing out on a big part of atmosphere, and Bastion gets it. He gets it. So Bastion used to be the guy which gets all the play of the games, but now he doesn't so much because everyone knows about him. These days, if you play as Bastion, you have to be smart, fast, and unpredictable. You need protection because everyone hates him. He's a target with 300 health. That's more than Soldier 76, more than Reaper. 100 of that is armor though. If this gets depleted, it will recharge, unlike the white health, which needs to be recharged by a heal or a health pack. Bastion is known for his turret mode, but his recon mode is his main mode of transportation, where he can walk around anywhere he wants with a submachine gun which fires at a steady 8 rounds per second, hitting 6 to 20 damage per shot with 20 bullets per round. Each bullet can do extra damage on a headshot, and he has a 2-second reload time. Unlike the turret mode, this mode has a recoil, so don't go crazy with him submachine gun. Small burst is the most effective for good accuracy. If you do get caught in this mode, you're not completely useless, but everyone underestimates you in this mode. If you are caught and your teammates are nearby, then the opposing player will almost always try to kill you, 8 times out of 10. It's kind of funny how you can be like a walking trap. Bastion is the hidden 5th support class. So let's talk about Sentry mode. If you left click as Bastion, he transforms, like a literal friggin' transformer, where you can fire your minigun. When he does transform, his head's location changes. It is here, this little thing. In turret mode, he has 200 bullets per clip and fires 30 to 40 of them per second, which do 4 to 15 damage per shot. Each one can do extra damage on a headshot, but Bastion fires it so damn fast, if you are caught, you are going to die, because Bastion doesn't have recoil during the mode. He can reload and heal himself in this mode. Yeah, I'll talk about this all later, but just note that when I do talk about Bastion, I'm talking about this mode. This is his main mode. If he's not in turret form, then he is almost useless. He does have a heal which is activated by the E key. That's where he heals himself for 25% of his health for every 1 second. Whenever you take damage, you can heal yourself and it doesn't matter what mode you are in. You can be incredibly self-sufficient as Bastion with that heal. If you take damage, you don't need to go and get a health pack. You can sneak around a team and shoot them in the bum. So now Bastion can be a bit of an attacker, though good luck getting around a team. He moves so slow and his sounds are so loud it's almost impossible. And finally, his ultimate makes him transform into a tank. Yes, a tank. It lasts for 8 seconds, where each shell does 205 damage, but it has a large explosion radius of 4. You hardly need to be accurate with this thing. Just try go for splash damage. Don't try hit a Pharah in the air or a Widowmaker on the horizon. Get in there and do some damage. Just be aware that you can be stunned in this mode, such as Reinhardt's charge, Roadhog's pull, or McCree's stun. If you are on the other team and you hear the sound of a Bastion transforming into his ultimate, then just spread out. Or he will get play of the game without being in his turret mode, because he can just blast everyone and everyone will die because of that huge explosion radius. It does a lot of damage. So as the most hated character in the game to play against, Bastion players need to be smart. They can use that hatred as a strength to be the bait. Set your traps. Don't stand still for so long. I don't care if you are in turret mode or not. The only time you want to stay in turret mode is when you got a Reinhardt protecting you, a Mercy boosting your damage, or you believe you can surprise them because they don't know where you are. It's like playing a sniper. Kill someone, then move to another spot, except you are far more popular than Widowmaker. Everyone has a kind of vendetta against you. You are so immobile while in a turret that if you hear a Tracer, Genji, Reaper or someone else and your team isn't aware of it, then you need to assume that they are coming for you, because they are, or they are lost. You should also think about your travel routes, left, right, above, below, what gets you to the best position for your turret while you are trying to get back to the main big fight. The ideal position is a long open road, somewhere where a rocket can't hurt you if it hits the closest wall to you. But remember about being unpredictable, sometimes it is better deploying next to a wall just to surprise someone. Bastion is great against, well, anyone. I find him especially effective against Winston. It's kind of funny seeing Winston jump in and teammates all panic and try to get away, only for you to melt down his shield and his huge health pool so easily. A lot of characters are actually quite effective against Bastion. Widowmaker and Hanzo can snipe him from a distance. I personally like Widowmaker as Hanzo's arrows are obviously a lot slower and easier to miss. Junkrat is basically the demo man from Team Fortress 2 and is great at destroying turrets over walls and things. Tracer is fast enough to dodge his bullets. Reaper's abilities are effective enough to getting around him and doing good damage. Pharah can surprise him by going around checkpoints, while the best tanks against him are Roadhog with his huge health pool and even D.Va with her shield and maneuverability. My favourite is Genji with his deflect ability. Suck it, Bastion! So there's a lot of counters to this son of a bitch who keeps getting play the game. So right about now, you're running out of excuses for letting this guy get play the game and complaining about it. He is not that effective. He is hard to play at a high level. He has a lot of counters, and he is far more effective with a teammate working with him. It doesn't take long to learn all the choke points in Overwatch's maps. Expect the Bastion to be set up there, and your situational awareness can do that. For situational awareness though, all I can say is play the game and have fun. You'll understand what a normal match is like, what a normal Bastion play is like, and what makes a good Bastion. I got a theory where the best Bastion players don't get play of the game. They get a lot of kills and survive well because they are in a way controlling the enemy's attackers by taking their attention away from the point and are winning their fights. 1 versus 1, everything. Meanwhile, the rest of the team are playing the traditional Bastion role, standing near the point and not letting anyone touch it. I have no shame in saying that I am not a good Bastion player. I think it takes a special kind of person to master this character. This video is just full of highlights and things from my time playing as him, so thank you for watching it. It's definitely been fun making this video, but as for the next video, I'm going to leave that up to you with what you want to see. Just pick one and post in the comments if you want. Reinhardt, one of the original Overwatch members. Widowmaker, the spy or secret agent sniper, my most played character at the moment. Symmetra, the Indian master of creating objects out of thin air. Or Hanzo, the marksman which is head of the clan and has a dark history. Post it in the comments and let me know what you think of the video, and hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.